King George III, 1760 to 1820. The stubborn monarch who lost America, King George III of the United Kingdom, was born on June 4, 1738, in London, the first British-born monarch of the Hanoverian dynasty. When he ascended the throne in 1760 at the young age of 22, Britain stood as one of the most powerful empires in the world. His reign, however, would be marked by triumphs, turmoil, and tragedy, most famously, the loss of Britain's American colonies. George was a man of strong morals, deeply religious, and dedicated to duty. Unlike his two predecessors, he was fluent in English and took pride in being born and bred a Briton. Early in his reign, he sought to strengthen royal authority and curb the influence of corrupt politicians. He married Princess Charlotte of Mecklenburg-Strelitz in 1761, and their union became one of genuine affection and stability, producing 15 children. At first, his rule brought prosperity. Britain emerged victorious from the 7 Years' War in 1763, gaining new territories across the globe. Yet, the cost of that war led Parliament to tax the American colonies, igniting growing resentment. George, believing in the right of Parliament to govern, refused to accept colonial defiance. The result was the American Revolution. Despite his ministers' warnings, the king insisted on maintaining British rule, famously declaring that he would not sacrifice the empire to disobedience. When the colonies finally won independence in 1783, it was a devastating blow to his pride and legacy. Despite this loss, George's reign saw remarkable progress at home. Britain's agricultural and industrial revolutions transformed the nation, and figures like James Watt, William Pitt the Younger, and Captain Cook shaped a new age of innovation and exploration. The king also supported the arts and sciences, laying the foundation for what became the British Royal Collection and the Royal Academy. Yet behind the crown was a man tormented by mental illness. Beginning in the late 1780s, George suffered recurring bouts of madness, now believed to have been caused by a disease called porphyria. His erratic behavior led to the establishment of the Regency in 1811, where his son, the future George IV, ruled on his behalf. King George III spent his final years blind, deaf, and isolated at Windsor Castle. When he died on January 29, 1820, he had reigned for nearly 60 years, one of the longest in British history. Though remembered as the king who lost America, George III was also a man of sincerity and resilience, whose reign bridged the old world and the dawn of modern Britain.